Hello YouTube, welcome back to another Clash Royale video because we are a Clash Royale channel. So today, we're going to be playing some Clash Royale obviously, and we're going to be using this deck Hog 2.8, with the Hog and the EQ. And yeah, let's jump right into some games. Alright, so jumping in this first game here, we're playing Sanchez. This guy looks like he's going to be using some log bait, and of course I miss his goblin because I'm not good against goblin barrels and logs. Sometimes I hit everything, and then sometimes I miss everything. I don't know. It's not very good, especially if I want to be good. So yeah, so we'll just have to earthquake the Tesla next time, and yeah, so this doesn't look like normal log bait. Some weird log bait. So I'm just cycle through my earthquake, and yeah, so on my last hog video, some guy got offended that I called someone's deck gay. So apparently I can't do that anymore. Sorry. Yeah, which I mean, I don't really see how he could have, but I mean, it doesn't really matter. I just don't like it when people use like three win conditions in one deck, especially like, well, just any more than one, because then for me, I have to have multiple Teslas or be able to stop their win condition without my building, which makes it really hard, especially with this deck right here. So yeah, I went in with that Tesla just to predict something on the left side, because it could help out over there. But yeah, so yeah, today's video is just gonna be some games. I did record them, so I'm just kind of talking over them. And yeah, so this guy's got Queen, and Queen is, I mean, not the hardest to deal with, but at the same time, it's not the easiest, because she can just go invisible and then absolutely destroy everything, because she shoots really, really fast. So this guy messed up and went Tesla early, but I can't really punish him much because I have to play defense, so I couldn't really go in with my hog right there. And like the goblin barrels, I feel like they're different every time. Like normally when they're like straight in the middle, it doesn't seem like they're very high, but now for some reason whenever they're straight up the middle, I feel like they're like super high up in the air, and it just completely throws me off, and that's why I miss half the things I do. So yeah, so I do make it to Masters again in this video. I make it there like a couple times, I think. That's why on the first part it had I was in Masters, and then this video I'm not even in. Well, this game, you can see that this guy doesn't have over 6,000 trophies. That's because at the time I was still 2 wins away from Masters. But yeah, I've kind of figured out that that my spot in the trophy range is around like 6,100. But yeah, so I mean, that's not bad, but I mean, it's not the best. We're still getting better, I feel like I'm best with this deck, or at least can get the most trophies with this deck, because it's like Hog Rider is more, I guess, easier to connect to the tower. I guess, I don't know, because Expo, you gotta like kind of get lucky. He doesn't have the right cards, and then make really good predictions and stuff. And then with this deck, I can kind of just Hog Rider and Earthquake, and it kill their building. So I guess what I'm saying is this deck's a little bit easier. So he's going in with goblin barrels and earthquakes, and then so yeah, I just caught him without any elixir right after that. So yeah, I won that game. GG. So this game right here, we're playing Ballsy Shawsy. I don't understand, but yeah. So we're 1 win away in this from Masters, and this guy's level 12, so level 12 players that are normally pretty high are pretty good and know what they're doing, or at least know what they're doing for the most part. But yeah, so yeah, he's got a balloon and pekka, and then he thinks my deck's boring apparently or something. I don't know, but yeah. So I don't know if I've said this before, but like matches are either a little bit easier or a little bit harder to find. Not really sure. So I just go ahead and with that earthquake right there because it can just kill everything and get me good damage. But so back to what I was talking about. So like China's government banned all the people from like communicating to other countries through like video games and stuff. So like in this game, you don't play against any Chinese people or anything anymore. So the games could be a little bit easier because a lot of Chinese people were really good. But at the same time, it could take you longer to get into games because, I mean, you have less players to play against. So yeah, but they just wanted to block foreign communication. So like, all the Chinese people have their own servers and everything, and the only way they can get on the international servers is through like a Supercell ID. But Supercell ID is banned in China, so I mean, they're just screwed pretty much. So, sorry to Chinese people. It's a little strange. But I guess that's what their government wants. I mean, I don't know. So this guy keeps, like, going balloon and then zapping on my Tesla. Which I can see works because then it just kills the Tesla. And it's able to, like, survive still. So, I mean, kind of smart, but just a kind of waste of 2 elixir. And then I body block the firecracker with my Valkyrie, so the firecracker just stays alive forever. And because you didn't know, firecracker is like really good against beatdown decks, so like golem and stuff like that, you know, stuff where they got lots of cards trying to build up because of that splash damage after it, well, spread damage, whatever it's called. But yeah, so I can hit a lot at once. So yeah, I log and just kind of BM this dude because he thought he was good. So yeah, I'll see y'all in the next game. So this next game here we're playing Habits. This guy was in Masters and I think I'm like 4 trophies off. I don't really remember. But this guy's level 11, which is absolutely insane because I only thought you could play 1 tower above or below you, but apparently not. So, yeah, this guy's has to be good because obviously he's level 11 at 6,000 trophies. Like, I wasn't there at 6,000 trophies. Well, I wasn't there at a level 11, so, I mean, he's obviously good. I did make it to Masters 2 one time, though. Long time ago, but that was, like, before it was whatever it is now. It was only whenever it was like 5,300. It might be 6,300 now. So it was like a whole 1,000 trophies less. And this guy just rocketed my tower, so I went ahead and earthquaked just to kind of stay up in damage and stuff. And I probably could have hogged, but I decided not to. But I do now, and like that right there completely whiffed my log, and then I'm just like, dude, good game. And then I just continue to let them get damage instead of trying to stop it. So that's the type of player I am. Just if I make one mistake, I'll just quit half the time because I know I've lost already. But in this time, I just kept playing because I was like, he's level 11, his towers are weaker than mine, surely I can catch back up. You know, I just can't miss any more logs like that. And this time he goes with a rocket, but I guess his rocket's under leveled or something because I still get like 3 hog hits, which is absolutely insane. I guess because his tower couldn't like do enough damage to my hog. So yeah, so he's going for like, I guess the 2 tower game. and which makes sense because I have his tower really low and he has my tower really low. So I went in with like all kinds of stuff with the Hog Rider just to try and distract the Inferno Tower, but it didn't work, so it's okay. And this guy's just kind of rocket cycling right now, and which isn't that fun. I mean, it's not his win condition, but I mean, it works because it just does. But you can't tell me that barrel looks like it's going behind. Like, they all look the same to me, kind of, unless I can tell them when they're side to side or something, or like, yeah, on the sides. So he just rockets my tower right there, and I earthquake his tower. So the 2-tower game is in full effect, and yeah, it's both on the harder sides. So like whenever the tower you're going for is on the side that they've already taken one from, it's a lot harder because they can just place stuff like on your side, and it makes it a lot harder. So he goes with the good ice spirit right there and kind of dominates that. And then I accidentally logged something that I didn't need to, so I'm like, oops. And then he went with that and then rocketed, so I just go in immediately as soon as he rockets, because he shouldn't be able to have anything to defend this. But I mean, of course he does, and I don't get a hit. So right now all of my damage is from like earthquakes, and I just ignore them because they don't do enough damage. So I'm just like, yeah, whatever. Yawned. Okay, that one looked like it was in the back, and I didn't even log in the back. Like, come on now, Drew. But anyways, so I'm just getting good damage right here, and I go hog in the pocket, just thinking, you know, he won't be able to catch it in time. He wasn't ready for it, which doesn't really work. And then I do notice that one's in the back that time, but I ended up logging stuff in too. It still didn't hit anything. So Earthquake can kill his Goblin Gang, and then my Hog kills his tower. So yeah, I beat the level 11 guy, and I was like, wow. So jumping in this game here, we're playing whatever this guy's name. He's from Wisconsin though, so I think Wisconsin people have weird names, but I don't really know. So, you know, I'm just cycling through, and then this guy plays Furnace, and I'm like, oh, really, man? You're gonna be one of these guys that has like 2 buildings, a spawner that I have to earthquake, and then a building that's just gonna stop my hog every time. But jeez, turns out he just has 2 spawners. So, and it's on the wrong side, so I can go hog right here and get damage, especially since that's all he does is a Valkyrie. And then he, oh man, and then he arrows my Valkyrie for some reason. And then right here he's got a flying machine, which flying machines are really good, but I can just completely whiff on it and like miss everything. So it does lock onto my tower and get some good damage right there, but you know, it's okay because I'm still up. And then so right here I'm just waiting on him to place his spawner, particularly his furnace, because that's the more annoying one. So I've been earthquaking that one because the goblin dudes don't do as much damage, and I can just Tesla on them. And then once like the spawner dies with the goblin one, I can just log it and I kill it all. And then he wastes a lightning right there, so I should have went Hog Rider like way sooner, but I didn't. But I do go in with the Hog Rider now, and just my Hog Rider beats his tower for a while because he had 0 elixir. So I go ahead and log on his spawner because I can kill all the goblins. Then I go Ice Spirit in the back right here for some reason. I don't know why, but I did. But yeah, when I could just went Valkyrie. Maybe I had to cycle something, I don't really know. So he does arrow something that time. He actually arrows my he arrows my firecracker that time, unlike the last time. So he uses his goblin spawner as a building to stop my Hog Rider right there, and it doesn't have much health. So I just log at the right time and, you know, kill all the extra goblins and take his tower. So this flying machine is really like my only worry, because all I have is firecracker for it pretty much, or my Tesla, and man, I don't really want to place my Tesla like all the way over there. So right here, I'm kind of just placing cards down to make him like not be able to go offensive. So yeah, I win that game against the weird named Wisconsin. So this is the last game here of the video, and we're playing against Mr. Wanser. I don't know. It's a strange name as well. I did lose a few games in like all these games. I think I lost 2 of them. So however many these are, and then those 2. So yeah, I did pretty good in like this little recording session, and then for some reason I just completely ignored his Dart Goblin. I don't know why. I had stuff to place, but I didn't. I guess I just wanted to log it, but I decided not to, because I figured if he had Dart Goblin, he'd have whatever it's called, Goblin Barrel. So I kind of just left it. And then I do get good damage on his tower right there, so ignoring the Dart Goblin did make up for it. So yeah, he does have Goblin Barrel. That's what I was just waiting on, I guess. But yeah, so I really think it's unfair playing against level 14s, because they got how much tower? My tower start off with like 3,300, and theirs start off with 4,000. So that's like a big difference in damage already. That's 2 complete hog hits. That is just like not very fair in my opinion. And he does go in with a good log right there. So I give him a well played. He predicted my skeletons. So I did have to. So I placed a fire spirit. Not fire spirit, firecracker. I call her fire spirit all the time for some reason. And he does just goblin barrel my hog, so I go ahead and log that, because I mean that's what my log was for anyways. So that is perfectly okay. And my dog just barked, but luckily it's my last game, so it's not the whole video. And yeah. So this guy has Princess too. He has Dart Goblin and Princess, which in my opinion doesn't really make sense, but I mean I've seen some people do that. And this guy just completely whiffed his log on my Ice Spirit, so that's kind of funny. And out of all the cards, that's back right. Yep. See, I saw that one. My eyes gotten a little bit better, I guess. Well, so he doesn't really have a win condition. Well, he does have a win condition, Goblin Barrel, so I can use my Tesla on all this stuff. He gives me a well played, because, you know, I'm just insane. So I kind of need to, like, let his Electro Spirit through, his E-Spirit, because I can activate King Tower, and that'll help me a ton. But I don't ever let it through. I just don't like the free damage, so all I have to do is get back to one more Earthquake right here. So I'm sitting pretty, and I'm like, oh crap, I'm about to lose to this stupid barbarian guy. But no, I won. So yeah, I made it close for you. And then I run out of battery. Like, what the heck? So yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed today's video. Please leave a like and subscribe. And yeah, I made it to Masters. Hopefully we can get to Masters 2, and peace.